El Olam, everlasting God. You are the Ancient One, beyond the beginning and end. As my body ages and the world fades, draw my soul to remember you with holy fear and covenant devotion. Yehovah Elohi El Olam. Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. Please fill me and lead me and cover me and stir me and speak through me with your Ruach HaKodesh, that I may speak your written words with boldness and humility to those who listen. I ask all these things in Yeshua HaMashiach's name. Amen. We'll start with the Shema. Listen and obey. Children of Yehovah, pay careful attention and respond. Yehovah is our power and authority. Yehovah works in unity with himself, and you shall act upon your love to Yehovah with your power and authority, with your thoughts and mind, with your entire body, and with all the muchness that you have. Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey. Hand, behold, nail, behold. Ecclesiastes chapter 12. So remember, Aleph Tav, your Creator, while you are young, before the evil days come, and the years approach when you will say, they no longer give me pleasure, before the sun and the light grow dim, also the moon and the stars, before the clouds return after the rain, on the day when the guards of the house are trembling, and the men of courage are bent over double. When the women stop grinding grain because they are so few, when the women at the windows can no longer see out, when the doors to the streets are kept shut, when the noise from the grain mills fade, when a person is startled by the chirp of a bird, yet their singing is hard to hear, when they will be afraid to go up a hill, and tares will stalk the way, even though the almond tree is in bloom, when the locust can only drag itself along, and the caperberry has no aphrodisiac effect, because the person is headed for his eternal home, and the mourners are already gathering in the marketplace. Before the silver cord is snapped, the bowl of gold is cracked, the pitcher is shattered at the spring, the pulley is broken at the cistern, the dust returns to earth as it was, and the spirit returns to God who gave it. Pointless, meaningless, says Kohelet. Nothing matters at all. Not only was Kohelet wise, he also taught, Aleph Tav, the people that he knew. Also, he weighed, researched, and corrected many ethical sayings. Kohelet worked to develop an attractive writing style in which he expressed the truth straightforwardly. The sayings of the wise are as sharp as goads, and those given by leaders of assemblies are like well-fixed nails in this case. They are presented by a single shepherd. In addition, my son, take heed, one can write many books. There's no end to it. One can study so much that it wearies the flesh. Here is my final conclusion. Now that you have heard everything, fear Aleph Tav, God, and Aleph Tav, keep his mitzvot. This is what being a human is all about. For God will bring to judgment everything we do, including every Aleph Tav deed, whether good or bad. How can we learn to love our Creator after reading this fascinating last and final chapter of Solomon's life from Ecclesiastes? We can love Yehovah by remembering him daily, not just in crisis. Love Yehovah by honoring him in youth before strength wanes. Love Yehovah by listening to his final word over all human striving. How can we love our neighbors as Yeshua loves us? By pointing others to eternal truth before time runs out. How can we bear one another's burdens? By encouraging one another to live each day mindful of Yehovah's judgment and mercy. What are the top 3 fruits of the Spirit found? 1. Wisdom. A life lived with the end in view is one rooted in reverent insight. 2. Self-control. The youth who restrains themselves remembers Yehovah. 3. Goodness. Living rightly under Yehovah's gaze brings wholeness to every action. What is the Hebrew word that encapsulates this chapter? Zachor. Remember. Covenantal mindfulness. Not just Mental recall. Verse 1, anchor sentence. Zachor is not passive memory, it is an act of covenant loyalty that shapes the present in light of eternity. At Sefer Insight, Zachor, amplified meaning, the weapon of remembrance is placed in the hand to submit the mind to Yehovah. How can we find Yeshua in the scriptures? The preacher's final call echoes Yeshua's warning of the final judgment. John chapter 12, verse 48. The imagery of a fading body points to Yeshua's death and our call to die daily. Remember your Creator becomes a whisper of Gethsemane, obedience and full awareness of what's to come. Mitzvah response, Torah-based? Mitzvah, Deuteronomy 8, verse 18, but you shall remember Yehovah, your God. A response might look like this: I will build sacred rhythms to remember Yehovah daily before breath fades and time is gone. Hebrew declaration. Zachor et bor echa b'mi b'chor techa ki hu el olam. Remember your Creator in the days of your youth, for He is the everlasting God. In this final chapter of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, with the Aaronic blessing using the name. Yehovah will kneel before you presenting gifts, and He will guard you with a hedge of protection. Yehovah will illuminate the wholeness of His being toward your bringing order, and He'll provide you with love, sustenance, and friendship. Yehovah will lift up the wholeness of His being and look upon you and set in place all you need to be whole and complete. Shalom, shalom.